Hey everyone, uh, this is day 4 of Press and Record. Hope you guys are having a good day or night, wherever you are. It's been about a week and some change since I last posted, and I guess I want to talk a little bit about that today. I haven't really been as truthful to myself as I would like to be recently. And I say recently, but I really mean these past few months or so. I started back a bad habit of mine that I told myself that I would stop. And I kind of convinced myself that it was fine. But about 3 months out now, and I'm starting to feel the long-term negative effects that I already knew before I stopped. But I try to convince myself that that it was fine. I mean, sure, these past 2 weeks I've been injured, and because I was injured, I haven't been able to exercise really. And if I don't exercise, then I lose a very integral part of my routine, and then my routine kind of crumbles. But that's just an excuse, really. I still could have posted a video within these 2 weeks, and I could have done a lot of other things as well. But instead, I distracted myself a lot more than I'd like to admit, and indulged in addictions of mine. And overall, just been ignoring my conscience a little bit. And that ignorance, I think, well, me ignoring my conscience with distractions, kind of moving on autopilot. Haven't been really as introspective as I'd like to be. So it's been hard to find something to talk about. But maybe I should talk about the elephant in the room like I'm doing right now. And I just have to remind myself that no one is going to keep the promises that I swore, and no one is going to take care of the people that need to get taken care of in the future. My people. No one's going to take care of my people except me. And no one's going to come and save me. So I think I want to stop losing sight of myself at moments. Maybe I'm just being a little hard on myself, but I've always been like that. Because when I choose to distract myself and not follow through with my responsibilities and drown in my addictions, then I not only condemn myself to suffering, I also condemn those I care about and those around me, which is kind of where I draw the line. Because truthfully, I don't really live for myself a lot of the times. I do and I don't. I'm not afraid of death. And sometimes I always think what even is the point? Because it's, but I am afraid of condemning those I care about or being involved in their suffering, knowing I could have done more. That's where I kind of draw the line. And that's kind of where what makes me want to live. It's just been like that. On a brighter side, though, I had this moment where I kind of had baby fever. Where, if you guys don't know what baby fever is, it's like where you kind of look at a baby or whatnot, and it makes you want to have a baby. Which I've had that a few times. But something about that moment recently just felt different. It was more surreal and out of body. As I was really like playing with my brother's child, which my nephew, it's my nephew Ben. When I was playing with my nephew, and the innocence of his giggles and how vulnerable and small he was just reminded me that I was once like that as well. And I needed to be nurtured at one point. And a lot of the values and principles were bestowed onto me. I was a blank canvas at one point, just an innocent child without my insecurities or anxieties or worries or fears. And I was just in the moment. I was looking around. My brother has his girlfriend, and there's other kids playing around, and he's smiling. And we always go to his house every Sunday to eat dinner. And I always tell him how much I really appreciate, like, him giving us food every Sunday. I eat a lot of food, like a lot of food. So they always cook more for me, and I always try to hold back. But anyways, he said that he lives for moments like that. Like, I was the one who didn't understand how much these moments meant to him. And just being in that environment where you're surrounded by family and you're just not worrying and there's things for you to live for. I just wanted that for myself. And I feel like I truly believe sometimes that a big part of me wanting a family or having like my own children and a wife and whatnot is to give me a reason to live for myself, because I live for others, honestly. I don't even really live for myself. Kind of. Not as passionately as I do for others. It's kind of sad to say. I don't know. But not sad. I don't know. Some people might think that's lame or whatnot. They're like, oh, live for yourself or whatnot. But I don't know. I struggle to do that. I never found much value in myself. But I always value my time with others a lot. Yeah. Something needs to change within me. Keep losing sight of my future self. The vision I so clearly have. one day or 1 week or 1 month disappears the next day, the next week, and the next month. And I go back to square one of asking myself, why am I doing this? But yeah, I think I want to start by going back a little bit to old books that I've read before, reviewing old notes, maybe. It's taking a step back and recentering myself, remembering the things that are important, why I do the things that I do. Have a more clearly defined structure with the steps that I take. Yeah. That's really it today, though, guys. I don't want to keep sitting in silence thinking of things to say. I'm back, day 4. We're back with day 5 tomorrow, and day 6 the day after. It's time to get back to doing what we were doing and not losing sight of myself. Because it's about time. And this bad habit of mine that I've been neglecting, no more of it. It's time to actually do the things that I say that I'm gonna do. And yeah, I guess I want to end it off a high note, optimistic, hopeful note. It isn't as bad as it may seem. That's one thing about me. I'm very optimistic, and I really never give up, honestly. Even when it seems hopeless, can't give up. But yeah, that's really it, guys. I hope you guys have a good one, and hope me sharing my thoughts with you. Well, I don't know what it does for you, but yeah, just sharing my thoughts. I'll see you guys on day 5 for whatever I talk about that day. Hopefully something more upbeat. But anyways, have a good night. Later.